It turned out that Ritter had taken out a $1 million high-interest loan, and the lender was demanding that he repay it as soon as possible. At one point, Lily accidentally bumped into something and made a noise, which alerted Ritter. He walked into the kitchen to check it out. Lily quickly hid and overheard Ritter telling someone else that he could first repay $30,000 the next day, but that amount would only cover the interest, and they had given him 2 days to pay back the principal. The next day at school, Lily called Kevin and learned that the car involved in her parents' accident was registered under Ritter's company. She began to suspect that the accident involving her parents was not as straightforward as it seemed. That night, she quietly got up to call her uncle, but no one answered, so she slipped into Ritter and his wife's bedroom, took the car keys from Ritter's coat pocket, and hurried to wake her younger brother. Using a code she had memorized, she disabled the security alarm and headed to the garage to escape with the car. But she hadn't gone far when a landslide triggered by heavy rain blocked the road and police sealed off the area. Soon after, Ritter and his wife arrived and brought the siblings back. Lily directly confronted Ritter, asking whether he had intentionally tampered with the car, believing everything was tied to the $4 million trust fund. Although Ritter denied it, she was already convinced she knew the truth. To prevent her from running off again and causing trouble, Ritter and his wife tied her up. Influenced by rumors and pressure, Ritter went to the bank trust manager claiming he needed $250,000 to expand the house for the children. The manager asked him to provide architectural plans and pointed out that he had already withdrawn $30,000 the previous month for the same reason. Ritter, irritated, accused the manager of deliberately making things difficult and argued that, as the guardian of the children, he needed money for their expensive private schooling, only to be left speechless when the manager produced a faxed expulsion notice from the school. Meanwhile, Irene was fired after being caught stealing medication from the hospital using her position. She later walked into the living room and saw an old vacation video of Lily's family trip to Hawaii when Lily was still very young. As she watched those happy memories, her conscience and maternal feelings began to surface. She then went into Lily's room, lay down, and when Lily woke up, she discovered that Irene had died in her bed, which terrified her. When Ritter returned and saw his wife dead, he immediately shifted all the blame onto Lily in a fit of rage and locked the siblings in the basement. Lily discovered a window leading outside and instructed her brother to climb out and retrieve the keys from the living room, after which she left the basement and noticed Ritter was still asleep, sensing something was off. At that moment, the phone rang. It was Kevin, who accused Ritter of dragging things out too far, while Ritter continued lying to him until the loan shark suddenly showed up at the door. Ritter still could not repay the money, and they prepared to take him away along with his sports car, despite his desperate pleas not to use it. He was still shoved into the vehicle. The three men left in 2 cars at high speed, and Ritter watched the speedometer climb with a hopeless expression until, on a turn, the driver realized the brakes had failed. In reality, Ritter had faked being asleep and let Lily steal the keys, intending to repeat his scheme so that the siblings would also die in a staged car accident. The car then crashed through a barrier and sped toward the coastline while Lily and her brother were walking toward the city. They encountered a police officer who gave them a ride, and when they passed the accident scene, the officer got out to investigate and found a body, but unexpectedly, Ritter was still alive and attacked him. Seeing Ritter approaching them, Lily became uneasy, moved closer to the driver's seat, hesitated for a long moment, and then suddenly started the engine and slammed the accelerator to escape.